Ooh, look at this, Will. Nvidia may re-enter the Bitcoin mining market.
Oh, boy.
After being burned in 18. Now, this mining versus gamer thing is something that I'm new to. So, forgive me. But miners have beef with the game, or no, more so gamers have beef with the miners because the miners take the graphics cards off the market and then they can't buy them for their gaming, or the prices get marked up. And so this is a really weird relationship because you're sitting there saying, well, if people are using Nvidia products for mining and they want to buy them, if you're Nvidia, what do you care?
Right, yeah, we're just selling GPUs.
Use it however you want to use it, right? But it does matter because back in 2018, investors in Nvidia were upset. The investors actually sued the company in 2019 over allegedly underreporting its reliance on purchases for crypto mining rigs. So there's like some sort of transparency issue around what the company actually does and their involvement in mining and how much of that part of the operation they make available, how much of that information they make available to investors. And that's what they ended up getting sued over. NVIDIA is a very big company, by the way. So that's why it's a sensitive subject, because gamers are so important to their brand that they may want to underreport the Bitcoin business because it may look to their core customers like they're not the ones that they have in mind, type of thing. I mean, I could picture this from a marketing scenario that if all your cards are getting picked up by the mining community, it has the potential to really disrupt your core business is essentially where I'm going here.
Yeah.
And also kind of a weird conflict of interest because then I'm like thinking to myself, wait, if you're developing the next gen and crypto is for real, why aren't you just kind of internally taking some of those cards? I'm not making accusations here.
Very unethical.
Is it though? I don't know what the rules are around that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you could sign a contract. Salesperson internally could be like, by the way, Nvidia, I'm not saying this is going on. I'm just saying these are problems that you would have to potentially address.
It's a reality.
It's a reality of situation that a person could set aside a certain number for a PAL to get onto the crypto mining in advance and very complex.
Not to mention, like, gamers would only buy one card. With a Bitcoin miner, you could potentially buy more than one, maybe hundreds.
All of them. I'll take all of them.
Yeah.
So
that's a problem.
If it's profitable and I can pay off the card, which is happening right now with the 3000 series, I mean, again, there's many variables at play, but why should any of them make it to gamers?
Yeah.
You see what I mean, I guess at a point you have so many miners that it may not be you see where I'm going, but
yeah, I hear you.
It's so complex. Anyway, they're saying officially, recent statement, NVIDIA's chief financial officer, Colette Kress, says if crypto demand begins or if we see a meaningful amount, we can also use that opportunity to restart the CMP product line to address ongoing mining demand. So that product line removed video elements, making them strictly for crypto mining. And maybe they need to. Maybe this is one way to distinguish the two so that you're more transparent about what part of your operation is going that direction versus the gaming direction. But they shut it down, I suppose, back in 2019 because it was all this kerfuffle going on. The tension between crypto and video games has led to legal issues for Nvidia. In 2019, it's been waging a court battle against investors who claim the company underreported how much of its revenue was from crypto mining by over $1 billion, which is in violation of the Security Exchanges Act. So very complex situation there, and interesting to see how they navigate. But I like the idea of dedicated hardware. I think it just makes more sense. And then, because like we had the picture the other day of the guy who had, what was it, 78 RTX 3080
Wow.
or 3070.
Good call. Very specific.
It was 78. And people were on the comments on his Facebook post saying, you know, screw off. I can't play my game on a 3000 series card, 30 series card, because you are hoarding them all for your crypto mining. Like he's taking heat on it. And then he has to go in there and say, mine didn't come from the retail supply chain. But imagine if he had crypto-oriented cards, then that crossover becomes more less apparent, and they become more distinctive, the hardware devices. Anyway, it's just a thought. Granted, does Nvidia even have the bandwidth that still position those components for mining-only rigs? Very complex.